So, family, this story comes from Georgia and it's causing a major outrage. 6 Georgia police officers are now on leave after one of the officers were caught on camera calling the homeowner's son some colorful language, the N word. Yep, we found some more racists within the ranks of U.S. law enforcement. Go figure. And now we find out that 6 West Point police officers are now on administrative leave after a resident's home security footage showed a police officer referring to a black person, the homeowner's son, as something that you should never call a black person, especially if you are a white police officer. And then that officer took the doorbell camera off of the porch and threw it into the nearby bushes to try to maybe conceal the evidence that they had been there or they had used that kind of language, which is at the very least, that is destruction of property. So they should all be charged for this, and especially if no one stopped the officer from doing this. And here are their names: Officers Donald Bramblett, Dylan Harmon, Zachary Habor, Sergeant William Osteen, and also Detective Elizabeth Waginka are all on administrative leave over the incident. And the GBI, or Georgia Bureau of Investigation, is looking into the case. This shows you a pattern with police officers. Before George Floyd, before Uvalde, before a lot of things, people would defend police officers and they would always ask the question, well, where is the systemic racism, right? And because you couldn't, show a police officer wearing a white hood or goose stepping, then suddenly every claim of racism was just discarded, because it was very easy to zero in on a person making a claim and just making them look crazy, or making them look like just a simple complainer, or making it look like they were just race baiting, right? When the truth is, there is racism within the ranks of U.S. law enforcement that I would say that is even worse than any other profession in the country, even more so than the U.S. military. You want to know why? Because the military, you have to go to an actual combat zone. Even if you don't particularly care for someone, you will still respect them, because if you don't, that could be hazardous. Let's just say. So we are not seeing anything new. We're just discovering who these people actually are, and who foundational Black Americans and many other groups have been telling this country these people are. So we are seeing the truth. Believe them the first time.